Hello students, I am Gurmeet Singh. Welcome to CREATA Classes and also welcome to our series on triangles for class 10 student. Note that this complete series is as per the latest updated syllabus, and in this complete series we will cover all these chapters using the power of animation and the visual tool to make the tough concept easier for you. In this lecture we will cover the SSS, that is side theorem for the similarities of the triangle, and the link to all the lectures is given in the description. Check it out. And students, one important thing, do not forget to download the PDF of the concept and formula list. The link is given in the description. That will be really helpful to solve the question and also brush up the concept whenever you are having the exam or whenever you need so. So without taking any further time, let's start with this lecture. Best of luck. Theorem 6.4. This theorem is also known as SSS similarity criteria for two triangle, that is side similarity criteria for two triangle. As per this theorem, if we are having two triangles and the ratio of the corresponding sides of both the triangles are equal to each other, then we can say the corresponding angles for both the triangles are equal to each other and also both the triangles are similar to each other. Basically, this theorem is based on the concept of similarities of the polygon, in which if we are having two polygons, for the two polygons to be similar, the two conditions have to be matched. The first condition is that the corresponding angles should match with each other. The second condition is that the ratio of the corresponding sides should match with each other. If both the conditions are matching, then we can say both the polygons are similar to each other. Triangles is also a type of polygon, so these conditions are also applicable to the triangle. But triangle is having some different property. The property is that as per this theorem, if only the second condition is matching, then the first condition will automatically match. That is, if only the ratio of the corresponding sides are matching, then the corresponding angles will automatically match and the triangles will be similar to each other. So this is the theorem and we will prove the same. For proving, let's take the triangle ABC and triangle DEF. One thing to be noted here is that the concept that we will cover in doing the proof of this theorem, the majority of the concept we have already covered in the previous theorem. All the three theorems 6.3, 6.4 and 6.5 are basically matching with each other. So you should note that taking all the theorem together will be a good idea. Okay, let's proceed. We have the two triangle ABC and DEF. Further, it is given that the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal to each other. That is, AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to CA upon FD. This is given in this theorem. And we have to prove both the triangles are similar to each other and also the corresponding angles are equal to each other. That is, we have to prove angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. So this we have to prove as equal. Let's proceed with the proof. Firstly, let's assume a point P on the line segment DE, that is the side of the triangle DEF, such that AB and DE both are equal to each other. Okay, the similar concept of the previous theorem. Similarly, let's assume the point Q on the side DF such that AC and DQ are equal to each other. So we got AB and DP are equal to each other and AC and DQ are equal to each other. This we have taken by the construction. Further, let's join the point P and Q to form the triangle DPQ. Let's take AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF from the given portion. That is, the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. These are the corresponding sides which are given as equal. Here, can we replace this AB with DP and AC with DQ? The same line segment we have just taken as equal by the construction. So we got our new equation as dP upon dE is equal to dQ upon dF. Here we got the equation. Let's do the inverse of this equation. We got dE upon dP is equal to dF upon dQ. Let's subtract 1 from both sides of the equation. We got dE minus dP upon dP is equal to dF minus dQ upon dQ. If we compare this equation with the figure, here dE minus dp. DE is the complete side of the triangle and dp is this line segment. So we got DE minus dp as PE, this line segment. Okay. Similarly, DF is this line segment. So DF minus DQ will be equal to QF, this line segment. So we got a new equation, that is PE upon dP equal to QF upon dQ. So let's again do the inverse. One inverse we have done in the starting and again we are doing the inverse. So we got dP upon PE is equal to dQ upon QF. We have done all this inverse, subtracted one, all this we have done to get this equation. This is the BPT equation. Are you able to correlate? These four line segment are these four line segment. So all this thing we have done to get our BPT equation. So can we apply the BPT in this triangle? So we got PQ and EF, these two line segments will be parallel to each other. That is the converse of the BPT. If these ratios are equal, then these two line segments will be parallel to each other. Once we got the two line segment as parallel, we can apply the concept of the transversal. The same concept we have applied in the previous theorem. These two line segments are parallel. We can extend these two line segments and we can assume the line segment DE as the transversal. And in the transversal, the corresponding angles are equal. Same concept in the previous lecture. So here angle P and angle E will be the corresponding angle. Here PQ and EF are parallel to each other, so the corresponding angles will be equal. These two angles will be equal to each other. Similarly, these two angles are also the corresponding angle. If we take DF as the transversal, DF is a transversal, PQ and EF are the parallel line, so angle Q and angle F are the corresponding angle, which will be equal to each other. Got it? We got P and E are equal and Q and F are also equal. Moving further, now let's take the triangle DPQ, this triangle, and also let's take the triangle DEF and let's compare both the triangles. Can we say both the triangles are similar to each other or not? Just check it out. Observe the figure. Can we say both the triangles are similar to each other or not? Just pause the video, take some time and try to analyze the figure. Okay. So welcome back. Let's observe both the triangle. Let's segregate the triangle DPQ for easy comparison. Here angle P and angle E are equal, the same just we have proved as equal, and angle Q and angle F are also equal. Further, angle D is common in both the triangles, so angle D is also equal in both the triangles. So by AAA criteria, we can say both the triangles are similar to each other. All the three angles are equal, so we can say both the triangles are similar to each other. The previous theorem we have done AAA criteria. Basically, once angle P and angle Q are equal, we can apply the angle that is AA criteria. The third angle will automatically be equal. Okay. So both the triangles are similar to each other. So once we got the two triangles as similar to each other, we can say the ratio of the corresponding sides are also equal. So let's equate the ratio of the corresponding side. Here DP and DE are the corresponding side. So dP upon dE will come as the ratio. dQ and dF are also the corresponding side, and PQ and EF are also the corresponding side. So the ratio of all the three corresponding sides will be equal to each other. This is as per the concept of similarities of the triangle. Okay. Let's move further. Here in this theorem, it is given that AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF. Here, can we replace AB with DP? The first thing we have assumed at the starting of the theorem, that is by construction, and AC with DQ. So we got this equation. Can we compare both of this equation? Here dP upon dE and dQ upon dF are matching with each other, that is these two components are matching. So here can we say PQ upon EF is equal to BC upon EF? Yes, we can say so. Let's do the comparison. Here EF and EF will cancel out. We got BC is equal to PQ. Okay, got it? We got BC is equal to PQ. Here we have assumed AB and DP are equal and AC and DQ are also equal, and just now we have proved BC and PQ are also equal to each other. So can we say both the triangles are congruent to each other by SSS congruence rule? Yes, both the triangles are exactly copy paste of each other. That is, they are congruent to each other. Further, once they are congruent, we can apply the CPCT, that is corresponding part of congruent triangles are equal. So all the three angles will be equal to each other. That is, angle A and angle D are equal, angle B and angle P are equal, and angle C and angle Q are equal. The corresponding angles are equal in the two congruent triangles, that is by CPCT. And in this theorem itself, we have proved angle P and angle E are equal, and angle Q and angle F are also equal. So B and P are equal and P and E are equal. So we can say angle B and angle E are also equal to each other. Okay. Similarly, C and Q are equal and Q and F are equal. So by comparison, we can say C and F are also equal to each other. Got it? All the three angles of both the triangles are equal to each other. So once all the three angles are equal, we can say both the triangles are similar to each other. And that is our proof. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF are similar to each other. So we have done the proof of this theorem. Okay. The proof of the theorem is slightly long. Let's do the revision. Revision is important. I will just take down the major steps. Here we have taken the two triangle. We have assumed the point P on DE such that AB and DP are equal. Further, point Q on DF such that AC and DQ are equal. Further, we have taken two corresponding sides as equal from the given portion and replaced AB with DP and AC with DQ. And we have done the inverse and we have subtracted the one. We have solved it, we got the equation. Further, we have done the inverse to get our main equation. That is dP upon PE is equal to dQ upon QF. That is the BPT equation. All those things, replacing the terms, doing the inverse, subtracting one, again doing the inverse, all this we have done to get our BPT equation. We got the BPT and we have applied the converse of the BPT. We got PQ and EF as parallel to each other. Two line segments are parallel. We have applied the concept of transversal. Here DE as transversal, we got angle P and angle E as equal. Similarly, we have taken DF as a transversal. We got angle Q and angle F as equal to each other. Okay, these two angles and these two angles are equal. So by proving two pairs of angles as equal, we have proved the triangle DPQ and triangle DEF as similar to each other. These two triangles are similar by AAA criteria. Once two triangles are similar, the ratio of the corresponding sides are also equal. The last time we have taken the given equation, that is the ratio of the corresponding sides in the main triangles are equal, and we have simply replaced AB with DP and EC with DQ. This step majority of the students forget at end of the theorem, but this is important. Keep this in mind. You have to take the given equation and replace AB with DP and AC with DQ. Now we can compare this equation with the other equation. By doing so, we got BC is equal to PQ. So we got all the three sides of both the triangles as equal. It means both the triangles are congruent triangle. Congruent triangle means their angles will also be equal by CPCT. Once all the three angles are equal, we can correlate the angle B and angle E as also equal and angle C and angle F as also equal. Okay. We got all the three angles of both the triangle as equal. Once all the three angles are equal, we can say both the triangles are similar to each other. Got it? So this is the revision or the step kind of thing. You can note it down. So students, we have done with this lecture. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture created using the power of visualization, our unique way of teaching. And do not forget to download the formula and the concept list. The link is given in the description. And also this series or this lecture is part of the complete series on the triangle. The link to all other videos are given in the description. Also check it out. So thank you very much for being with CREATA Classes. Have a great day and meet you in the next lecture. Bye for now.